What is up, guys? It is your girl Niasha and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about my favorite albums of 2018 rap edition. These are Christian / inspirational music albums. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that post notification bell so that the next time I post another video, y'all be the first to know. Yes, girl, I got you. Boy or girl, I got you. So anyway, guys, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so as a young Christian, I struggle to find music that I resonate with spiritually, but that I also like to listen to. And so this list of albums, rap albums, Christian rap albums, inspirational rap albums, however you would want to title it, these are what I find that are really good for me, and I like to listen to these. So I listen to these on my way to work, you know, even working out and all that other stuff. These are the songs that sort of help me get through it all. The beats that can help me. And so I'm very pedantic and I don't usually listen to songs by themselves, so that's why I've decided to do albums, because it's much easier for me to talk about the albums than to talk about individual songs, because that's going to take a long time. So anyway, let's get straight into it, guys. So the first album that was on my list, or that's on my list, is Sunshine by Swoop. Now, this album, I found it I think a couple of weeks after it was released, and I think the first time I heard it, I fell in love with it straight away, because it's got a blend of now urbanness, but it also has little hints and stuff of just the classic, the normal, the gospel stuff that we're used to. This is sampled in his track Shining Down. It sort of starts at the end. I think it's it has a little nice gospel feel to it, and I just love this album. It's definitely a go-to album if I ever play music. If you ever come and we hang out and I'm playing music, you best believe I'm about to be playing Swoop Sunshine. I love the album. It was so nice, so good, and yeah, I actually loved it. And even the transitions were really nice. Composition wise was good. He definitely has a way with words, so it's amazing. He sort of reminds me of a little bit of Andy Mineo, because they definitely have a way with words, and so I loved it. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I give Sunshine a good 4.5 stars out of 5 as a recommendation to you guys, because it's such a good album. But the only thing with me is that I think he could have added one more track to the song to sort of complete it. I think because I'm also someone who likes even numbers, it wasn't really even as such, and one song would have just made it amazing for me. But that's just being pedantic. But it's such a great album. I will link the album below. You guys support your music artists, they need your support, so I'll put all the albums that I'm talking about in this video in the description, so you guys can also have a listen to as well too. And because I don't want to play their songs and get copyrighted, so unfortunately I can't be doing that for y'all. I really want to, but I can't. So yeah, moving on to the next album that's on my list is Waiting Room by Triple E. You guys know Triple E, he's a legend. He's been in this game for such a long time, and every time he produces something new, there's always a new fresh twist to it. For me personally, this album, there's a couple of songs that I definitely vibed with. Not the whole album as such, but there's a certain couple of songs that I'm like, okay, I love these songs, I can vibe with these songs. But that's not to say that the album is bad. It's a great album, and I think if you are a fan of Triple E, and you like Triple E, you're gonna love the album as much as well too. He definitely did experiment with different sort of genres as well on it, and he definitely had different people on there as well too, and it was such a great one as well. as a great album, and so I definitely love that. I give this one 4 out of 5 stars. Not only because that I'm just not like a really big Triple E fan. Like, he's a legend and everything, and I can acknowledge that, but I've just never listened to Triple E that much until this album. And so for me, I think it's an absolutely great album. But it's just the fact that I haven't listened to all his other stuff to be able to compare it properly and be like, okay, this is the real deal. But it's a great album anyway. So I give this 4 out of 5 stars for recommendation. I have to listen to it. If you like Triple E, if you like 116 in general, you're actually gonna love this album. So yeah. On to the next one. Next one that I have on my list is actually not an album, it's a single, and it came out this year. It's Andy Mineo and Lecrae, Coming in Hot. I only listened to this in about late September, and that's because I went to Planet Uni camp. Also guys, the vlog, if you want to watch that vlog, it'll be up there. I'm hopefully trying to do the second one and put it together real quick and post it as well too. But I went to that, and that's where I heard the song, and I love the song. It's definitely vibeable. It's really cool. I like it. It's just, for me, I think with this particular track, it was just sort of like, I kind of understood like what they're talking about coming in hot, but there was just like some of the stuff that, especially Andy Mineo was sort of rapping in the song, I didn't particularly understand, and so it made the listening experience be like a thought-provoking experience, if that even makes any sense. And for that, I give this single 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely recommend it. It's such a good song, and even if you just knew you're trying to get into like a more inspirational Christian sort of vibe, you definitely should listen to this song. It's good. It's easy listening for sure, if you don't focus too much on the words. If you do, it's still great. So yeah, on to the next one. This album didn't come out this year. It actually came out a couple of years ago, but you know what guys, like, this to me is just guys, I have no words. But Christian Grey, the Glory album. Can we just take a minute just to this album, guys, is my most favorite album, because I feel like this is one album where Christian Grey was very vulnerable in his songs. Not saying that he's not a vulnerable person. With all his other albums, I feel like he's being vulnerable, but there's a level of vulnerability that he always stops at and doesn't kind of break through that. In this album he did, and I appreciated it, and I listened to it, and I loved it. And the thing is, it's not only that was it vulnerable, it tackled issues as well too that we are facing right now in society, like in terms of racial things and all that other stuff. It was all encompassed in that one album, and so it made that album a standout album for me. Even with the newer ones that have come out, this is one of my favorite albums. I definitely give this one a 5 out of 5, just because I think he reached a new level of vulnerability that you want to see in music, that you want to be honest, and he was very honest about where he's at, even with his relationship with God and just everything. And so I really appreciated this album. I loved it. It's amazing. To this day I still listen to it, and it's my most played album, I think, out of all my Spotify and Apple Music. I love it. I really love it. And he sampled as well different sort of sounds, just as all the other albums have, that he sampled other sounds, and so it made it even better as a listening experience. So I definitely enjoyed this album, and you guys should definitely have a look out and check it out too. The next album that I have is Andy Mineo and Wordsplayed present Magic and Bird. That is such a good album. You know what, this album, I think it was the most different out of all the albums I have listed on there. I think this one's the most different one, because I think Andy added like a factor of like acting, or a factor of like playing another part in there, and it just made it so fun to listen to. Like, I actually listened to it, I had so much fun. And like the little skits he put in there in the middle, amazing. Composition wise, it was amazing. Even the songs are good, and they're vibeable songs that you can dance to, like even if you want to have a Holy Ghost party, but like hey, the songs on that album definitely help with that, and I think they're easy listening, and anyone can actually listen to these songs as well too. That's what's so good about it. I love the album. The only thing that I do have with the album, I think there were, like as I said before, there were certain songs that I didn't understand, and for me I think understanding a song for me is definitely important, because if I want to listen to the song over and over again, I have to be able to understand it, to be able to be like, yeah, I agree with what the song is saying. When I don't understand the song, or when it doesn't sort of resonate or kind of bring any sort of feeling to me, like to me it's really hard to try to listen to it again, just because I'm just like, oh look, I don't know as well too. So then with that being said though, I give it a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely recommend it for you to guys listen, because the thing is, this is personal, and so when you listen to it, you might have a different reaction to it. So yeah, you guys definitely should check that out. 4.5 stars is pretty great too, hey. Next album, so the final one that was on my list was actually Brendan VP. I don't know, you know what, I will say V, but it's not. Brendan P, Better Late Than Never. And I think this album as well too, you know what, this is actually becoming one of my kind of favorite albums, and it was released this year, and sort of like Christian's album that was released probably 2 years prior to it. This one as well too sort of displayed a lot of vulnerability in terms of just life things, like life moments where we question ourselves, like what is our purpose, where are we going, like, you know, when we're going through issues where we really need God and all that other stuff. It's like it was all encompassing this one album, and it's such a great listening experience. And I think the way that it was packaged was very nice. All the songs transitioned very well, and I could definitely connect to that. And I think this album needs a lot more recognition than it's actually getting, and a lot more people need to know about it and listen to it, because it's such a great album, and I definitely will recommend this to whoever I speak to. So I think it's definitely a great album. I'll be interested to see how it would transfer it on tour and in live, like sort of live performance, because you know, recorded it's great. Live performance, I would be interested to see how it is and how it plays out. I think it would be amazing. Same thing with all these albums. I'd definitely be interested to see these live, to see if that changes my perspective on these albums, or on the way that they're packaged. But other than that, this particular album, I give this one as well a 5 stars, because as well, once again, it's vulnerable, it's fun, it definitely sort of tackles with issues that are happening now, in terms of like being a young Christian person as well. So I really did enjoy the album, and yeah. Hey guys, it is Future Me speaking. I'm just here editing this video that I was talking about music, and my camera decided to be a pain in the butt and sort of cut out half of my footage. So if I don't finish with the special recommendations, I do apologize for that. I'm definitely going to try to see what else I can do with my camera situation, because I can't be doing all of that. But yeah, if I don't get at the end of the titles, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as well. Follow me on all my social medias, and if you guys got any sort of ideas on what else you want to listen to, what else you want to watch, or other things, or if you want to just talk, whatever, just hit me up, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys, because I love talking to all of y'all. So yeah, bye.